Very nice.
I should probably warn you, I'll be just fine. No offense to you, don't waste your time.
Here's why.
Because I'm happy.
Come on, raise your vibration. You're happy with us. 2014. What you grateful for, family? Attitude of gratitude this Tuesday. Yes. We do ask that you reach your phone. That's right. That's correct. First, give thanks for the creative force of this universe, and I give thanks to my mother, Shirley Hardy, the elder in my life. Thank you for joining us and sharing with us how you are moving from disease care to conscious self-health care. Call in and share about the provider that is assisting you on this journey to total wellness. We wish to honor your walk from the old belief system of disease, treatment, and care for correcting your cellular malfunctions, not diseases. It's not selfish to honor yourself, love yourself, put yourself first, and take care of yourself and make your happiness a priority in your life. It's time. It is truly time to connect with the vibration of happiness, joy, love, peace. You see, being healthy starts with being happy. Those who are happy are much healthier. And that's why we start this show off with our happy song to help you raise your vibration. So greetings to you all in love and kindness. We thank you for tuning in via the internet, through our conference line. And we also like to thank you for sharing the good news about this show to your family and friends. We know it's unusual for them. I get the calls and they're saying, well, that's a happy show, and they're not talking about diseases, and I want to help with diseases. Well, we want to help you help yourself with diseases by letting that go and focus on being happy and knowing that you can correct your cellular malfunctions. And that's what this show is all about, to help you raise your vibrations to doing just that. So you are tuned into Heart2Heart Healthy Living with Dr. K right here on the airwaves of Inner Light Radio, the healing frequency. And you are listening to a live broadcast this Tuesday, February the 4th, 2014. You can email your questions or comments to innerlightradio@yahoo.com. innerlightradio@yahoo.com. You can also Facebook Brother Jamal with questions or comments, and you can do it through Skype as well. You can call in and share 310-928-7733. That's 310-928-7733. We do ask that you mute your phone because you will be entering the live chat room, and I will invite you to join the conversation by your phone number or your Skype name. So welcome, family and community. Welcome to the Conscious Wellness Checkpoint. For you, it just may be a choice point where you're making a decision to move in a different direction. So now it's time to check the pulse of your thoughts, your consciousness, and your actions. My regular friends that join me in the chat room: Rachel Pope, Blessings Flow Empire, Waldorf, Maryland; Wanda Whitaker, Anchored in Spirit, Pacifica, California; and once again, I'm Dr. Karen Davis-Foulks from Washington, D.C., broadcasting live. Joining us tonight, the wizard, David M. Hurt, master astrologist and minister from the Institute of Spiritual Enlightenment in Washington, D.C. I do want to say at this time, our guest next week is Minister of Poetry, Brother Ty Gray Ill, and our topic is Young Male Health, Conversations Through Poetry. The truth of the matter is, life is consciousness. Health is all about consciousness, and healing is a function of consciousness. You see, family, community, and friends, we are here. We are all here assisting each other with information so that we can make conscious healthcare moves when making a choice about our healthcare. We're talking about mental observation view is essential for success. You have to sit back, take that map, a mental adjustment period and look over everything so you can make a better decision. It's like thinking before you move when you make that mental observation view. So, family, community, and friends, let's sit back. You know how we do it. Let's get ready to take that deep, deep, deep breath. I know that's right. Yes, 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 yes. Feel this breath moving up your body from the top of your toes to the top of your head. Release. And listen here as we take this universal love ride on our friendship train of healthcare freedom. We're moving you from disease care to conscious self-health care. So we ask the question, are you creating your life from a man-made mindset of human consciousness? Are you in control, or are you following somebody else's belief system that may no longer be serving your purpose, but you're still holding on to it? We want to help you release that, as we all are doing that. So, what are the emotions, beliefs, and values involved with stopping you from being healthy and happy and loving? That's what we want you to think about while you listen to this show. Think about what is stopping you from reaching that level of happiness, and ask yourself, why are you giving it so much power over you? You are the creator of it all, so why not embrace it with love and bring it into a harmonizing balance within your spirit? You see, we do have free will in every area of our lives. We don't have to conform to anyone's belief system that we feel no longer serves us. The reality of it is, we are often so blind to our own patterns that we do not see what is a habit of thought, a habit of action, and a habit of response. So we say, take a little time to listen to the words you say, the thoughts you think, and the picture that you create. Life experiences mirror what you have in consciousness. You create the mental equivalent right here on earth. It comes from your consciousness. So are you ready to question your beliefs, your learned knowledge, and your behavior? To experience something different in your life, you must first have it in consciousness. So we're talking about moving into a new direction. Yes, you will feel vulnerable, but remember, vulnerability is your greatest source of power. When you change your reality by the renewing of your mind. And that's why we say, even in the darkest hours and even when you're feeling a lot of pain, if you just focus and find something that will make you feel happy, something that will make you smile, something that will uplift the vibrations in your body, you will begin to feel better. And hold on to that power by staying in the zone of love, the zone of happiness, knowing that we are all one. And that love is all there is. And what is the truth of the matter, that you created all. So why not have gratitude for it? Why not love it, embrace it, and look at it as a gift and find the happiness in it? You see, happiness is not something you postpone for the future. It's something you design for the present. Can't nothing bring you down unless you allow it in your consciousness. So we're here to help you raise your vibration. So you are tuned into Heart to Heart Healthy Living with Dr. K. And we're so excited that you are here and that you continue to invite people to come along on our friendship train of healthcare freedom. Wanda is away today. She may make it in before the show is over. So we do have Rachel in the chat room. How you doing today, Rach?
Oh, girl, I love what you just said. You just put me right into that peace zone. Peace is the word. Peace be still. And today's word is let peace rule. And I'm going to veggie back off of what you said for the people that's out there listening. As Dr. K was saying, concerned about being grateful and appreciative. I'm going to back it up and say, yes, I agree. Be thankful, appreciative, and give praise. Maintain a thankful and grateful heart, and find it much easier to hear that peaceful voice to give you your instructions of what you need to do. That's what I have to say.
That's true. You know, I'm glad you raised your vibrations, Miss Rachel Pope, because earlier today you just mentioned while we were coming on air and that you had just lost someone and they've gone over. And so we were talking earlier, and I was saying to you that, what we don't realize is that we be happy and we are joyous and we're so excited when somebody births into life a newborn baby. And we're
Right.
supposed to be just as happy when someone leaves because we know that they're going back to spirit where they are. And when someone is in that form of spirit, they're able to help humanity more. They're able to help you more and guide you more if you will listen and embrace the love of them and not the loss of them. Because you can't
Yes.
lose anything that's really still there. They're not gone anywhere. The physical body may not be here, but their spirit and soul is always here with us. And so now I say, Rachel, whoever it was, we now have another powerful spirit that's helping humanity move forward at this time that we are in right now of healing and moving forward.
Yes, and I
So to
thank
the
you for that.
family, I'd say, keep smiling and know that they are, and be grateful for the life that they had here. So that's a wonderful time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's what it's all about. So no matter what you're going through, how you feeling, whatever emotions you want to put to it, now it's time for you to hold that song in your head and get
Mhm.
happy and be happy.
Yes.
So we're excited today. We're going to be talking about a return to self-care, self-love, creating a new relationship with yourself. That's the theme
Mhm.
of this Emancipate Yourself from Medical Mental Slavery Day celebration coming up. And so we're going to take this commercial break.
I
We're going to
like
come
that.
back and we're going to talk more about that. And then we're going to have David come in and tell us what the planet
Good.
stars are talking to us about tonight.
Woo woo.
Woo! Thank you for tuning in, family. Are you at your wit's end because there seems to be no solution to your healthcare problem? Is it okay for me to say to you that you can have peace of mind? Take back control of your health. Are you experiencing anxiety, arthritis, diabetes, cancer, fibromyalgia, high blood pressure, lupus, chronic fatigue syndrome, any fictitious disease? Whatever your symptoms or diagnoses are, there is a conscious solution to transform the cause of your pain, not treat symptoms or mask it. No prescription medication, no over-the-counter drugs, no organs removed are required. Take back control of your health by the renewing of your mind. You can create wellness today. Contact Dr. K, 202-248-7749. Visit us on the web, www.celllife.com. Oh yeah. Just keep that moving, pumping on up, pumping on up, pumping on up. That's right. You are tuned into Heart to Heart Healthy Living with Dr. K, right here live on the airways of Inner Light Radio, the healing frequency. In the chat room tonight is Rachel Pope from Waldorf, Maryland, and our special guest once a month that joins us pretty regular now. We're so excited is David M. Hurt, the master astrologist and minister from the Institute of Spiritual Enlightenment. He's going to be sharing with us briefly. But it's just like the promo that you just heard. It's time for us to raise our vibrations, to tune more into who we really are, and accept that we are the creator of everything that we are experiencing in our life. And as I said earlier on this show, what Heart to Heart Healthy Living is all about, it's about you, family. It's about you, community. And I am so looking forward when the calls that I get away from the radio become calls on the radio, that you won't call me after the show and talk to me about how well you're doing, that you'll be calling into the show and talking how well you're doing and sharing it with everyone that's listening in, so everybody can start talking about how well they're feeling. You find more and more people talking about their issues and their concerns and what the neighbors going through. We want to flip that switch. We want everybody to start talking about how happy it is. We want that to become the norm. And that's what this show is all about. It's to celebrate you and what you're doing for yourself and how you're raising your vibrations, how you're leaving the old paradigms of understanding that man has made and kept us in for so long, how you taking your responsibility back, how you knowing that diseases are fictitious names to keep you unassured in yourself, that you have nothing to do with it. You have everything to do with it. You created it and you can correct it. You can flip that switch and turn it around to make it better. at any age, at any time, no matter how desperate you think it is, no matter where you are, and not even, no matter how long you've been on that medication, you can stop it. And I know people talk about the withdrawal symptoms and how you're going to go through something, but that's only if you say it, you will create it. That means you must experience everything that you say. So if you don't want to experience that, then say, I can stop this medication. I can stop believing in these doctors, what they saying to me, going back for my 3 months checkups and all of that, and not getting anywhere. You can change that and become your own barometer of what's happening in your body, knowing your body. You can do this. I have done it. Many other people have done it. Once you learn the basics of cellular ecology, how the cells work, you know you're in control of this. This is the information that we want to share with you, that we want to give to you on a regular basis. And that's why we say heart to heart and not knowledge to knowledge and not brain to brain. Heart to heart is where the truth lies at and where you are. It's that vibration that comes into the heart that feeds it to the brain, that then feeds it into the body. It starts with the heart. So let's mellow out our heart and let's reach a greater understanding. So from this show and from our work, my work, Rachel's work, any holistic practitioner's work or anyone is working within themselves, we honor you. We honor you for what you're doing, that you're shifting this energy, that you're making humans feel better on planet Earth and not be so concerned of walking around about them catching something or inheriting something. We're shaking all those myths off and we're giving you the truth. That's what life is all about. And when you do this and you raise your vibrations, we honor you. We honor you every year. So I'm going to take a moment and I'm going to share with you. We're excited about this year's Emancipate Yourself from Medical Mental Slavery program. It's the 4th year. I'm going to share with you a little information about how that day got started, where we are, and how you as a practitioner can nominate someone that you've been working with that have made strides in their health care and they're doing the things. They're stepping away from allopathic care and the illusion of being a victim to that. You can nominate that person to be a part of this program, or if you know someone that have done it on their own, just went into their own selves and found their own reality and have changed their life. We want to honor that person. We want to know that person. So I need you. I need your help. I need your support in making this happen each and every year and each and every day. So once again, I'm Dr. Karen Davis-Foulks. I am the owner of the Arc of Self-Healing and Self-Help. Health Education for Longevity and Peace is a health wellness maintenance organization for disease prevention, HMO 4DP. And we are pleased to announce the 4th annual Emancipate Yourself from Medical Mental Slavery Day celebration in Washington, D.C., April 30th, 2014. Our theme this year is, and it's really our whole existence, a return to self-care, self-love. We're talking about creating a new relationship with self, with yourself. It's okay to reinvent yourself, to change yourself, to be something different, better than what you was. So on April 30th is Emancipation Health Day, earmarked as Emancipate Yourself from Medical Mental Slavery Day. The day is one of self-awareness, predicated on how one consciously take care of one's health and heals one's body. Yes, it's the brainchild of myself. I'm a bioenergetic practitioner working in the non-circular science of informational medicine. I established Emancipate Yourself from Medical Mental Slavery Day, April 30th, 2011. It was created out of a need to re-educate and or remind individuals of the power that they possess as divine beings born with the birthright of pure health. Each year on this day, we honor those who have taken back control of their health and healing, freeing themselves from pharmaceuticals and the brainwashing from the Western medicine industry about how to care for one's physical and mental well-being. Because you are the creator of it all, you can change it all from the illusion that they want you to have you believe that you are a victim to their system and you're not. So this year, we are honoring so far 3 individuals and 1 family that has worked collectively together to change their lives based on helping their son help himself at a young age of 14 years old. The whole family had to make a change. And so we're honoring that family and 3 individuals. And if there are anyone, like I said, that you know that we should be honoring, then you should get in contact with me. These individuals that have made a conscious shift from disease care to conscious self-help care. They have taken back control of their health care and honor the fact that they do not create diseases. However, we can create cellular malfunctions for the human body, which we know now that we can self-correct as well as diagnose as to what's going on with our bodies. One individual will be the recipient of the Dr. Nathaniel Kane Self-Care Award of the Year. And this award is specifically crafted by Lewis Carroll. He is a wood artist and intuitive to working with the trees and knowing what plaque to create for the person that gets this award. Also this year, we will be honoring the life of Dr. Winston Kokai Patterson. He's the founder of the African Holistic Health Association, AWA, and the Acupuncture Detox Specialist, ADS Collective. We'll present him with this outstanding individual award. And he will take this award this year that we will present to him that we actually gave to him last year. He had to design the award because it's an award that's in his name that he will give to a member of the community that he feels matches the paradigm that he used in his practice, the mental, the spiritual, the physical, and the environment. He will give someone that represents all of those things. His award is honored in his name this year. And we are so excited. We are really excited about our honoree for the Community Visionary Award of the Year. You heard him live right here on Heart2Heart Healthy Living. This award is given to a unique innovator and trailblazer that is shifting the consciousness of humanity to take responsibility in one's health and healing. You see, it's not just the alternative or quantum practitioners that are awakening to this understanding of this new vibration of how the body really works. MDs are understanding that too from the Western medicine. And that's who we're honoring this year, Dr. Marcus Lorenzo Penn. He's an MD. He's also a certified yoga instructor, is a native of San Francisco, California, currently lives in Oakland, California. Harnessing his many talents as a physician, photographic artist, yoga teacher, wellness consultant, and workshop facilitator, Dr. Penn is passionate about living, seeing, and moving through life fully. And I love what he does. Instead of prescribing drugs, he prescribes yoga poses to help you bring a balance to your life. So we're going to be honoring him this year. And it's exciting to know that these young medical students are going through school and they're being taught all the old understanding, but they are quite aware and quite awakened to what's happening now. And so they're shifting their energies and not following the patterns of old Western doctors. They understand how powerful we are. And so it's wonderful to have someone embrace this understanding that's in the medical field. So we're excited to have him be a part of our celebration this year. And we're inviting you to also be a part of it. To learn more about Emancipate Yourself from Medical Mental Slavery Day, you can visit my website, forcelllife.com. That's the number 4, CELLLIFE.com. You can go to my YouTube channel, which ends in K Davis, F as in Frank, KDAVISF, and watch the many videos out there of past events. And to support this event, we do need your financial hug of love. So we invite you to go to GoFundMe.com, self-love, and help us make this a wonderful day for those in our community that are truly taking back responsibility for their health care. And so we hope that this show is a show that will bring about a vibration in you to make you feel as though that no matter where you are right now, no matter what they told you, no matter how long you've been suffering with your ailment, that you can quickly make a change. As soon as you make the change in consciousness and then start taking better care of the body, then everything will get back in line and you will feel like you 20 years old again. How about that, Rachel?
I love it all. And she's absolutely right, y'all. Y'all better take some notes because, everything she said is 100% true. And it's all about the mindset and being conscious of what is really true. And everything she said is awesome and wonderfully true about how magnificent our body is and how it does the self-healing itself. And you just got to feed those cells what it needs to continue on of you being healthy. And I can't wait I cannot wait for
So we
April
have
1st.
fun every year, Rach. You know, when people come in, we be so excited. I mean, I'm
I
telling you,
know.
community, when you come to this day for Emancipate Yourself, the energy, the vibration, the love that's in the room, you get so excited when you hear these stories about people saying, well, I've been suffering with this for so long, and I can't believe that all I had to do was make this one shift, and I thought
Yeah.
it wasn't going to ever happen. I mean, your vibrations, you feel so good, you get so well, you just don't even want to go back to thinking about sickness
I know.
around this day. And that's why we're so excited about this day. And we truly want you to be a part of it.
Yes.
And so I'm just going to share with you a little bit what Light Energy John Christopher has to say about this, because he was very instrumental with me. And Jamila Shabazz is a channel for Light Energy John Christopher. My new book is coming out. It should be available at this year's Emancipation Program, which is entitled Emancipate Yourself from Medical Mental Slavery, The Quantum Effect. And in this book, I'm only sharing with you information as to how to move forward, how to shift your energy, and how to keep your energy shifted so that you can stay in this paradigm that you're in right now. And it has a lot to do with how you view your body and your being here. So before I bring David on to share with us about what the double moon, the new moon, the second moon, I don't know where we are, David, but he's going to let us know what it means. So I just want to share with y'all what Light Energy Gone Christopher had to say. And he says, for a human to now create having pure health in the body, they cannot even feel connected to illness exists. They have to have zero vibration to that. They cannot believe it. They cannot read about it. They cannot look at it. They cannot connect to it. They cannot go into a hospital and feel that these humans are sick, that these humans are ill. They can only connect to pure health. If you connect, do you connect? And a lot of energies in our healthcare industry have a lot of illness because they are vibrating to illness is real. Whatever you vibrate to will be a part of your experience. And so, yes, I am a conscious self-healthcare educator, and I do not vibrate to diseases. And so when you come to me, that's the first thing I'm doing is helping you shift your energy. I honor where you are. I work with you where you are, but I don't vibrate to you being sick, to you being diseased, to you believe that you can't correct it, that you need prescription drugs. I don't vibrate to that. I vibrate to the truth of who you are. And sometimes that's frightening for people because you're helping them see who they are. But we embrace this with love, and we embrace this with kindness, and we help you shift that energy, because whatever you think, you got to create it. So let's stop creating diseases. Let's stop creating the effect of that, and let's vibrate to what we want, and then we can experience that always. And that's what this shift in humanity is all about, and is raising our consciousness to be more kind to ourselves, to have a better relationship with ourselves. And that's why we say it's a time to return to self-love, self-care. You feel this vibration in you. You know, every time you want to, you can feel it, and you can ignite it within yourself. We want you to hold on to that feeling, to hold on to that happiness, so you can shift something permanently. So David Hurt, welcome back to Heart Healthy Living. And I did get an email that asked me to ask you to talk a little bit more about yourself and your relationship with the Institute of Spiritual Enlightenment, the kind of astrology that you practice before you share with us this day.
Good to be here. Always, you've prepped the ground, you've prepared the ground. All I have to do is drop the little seeds in and watch this wonderful fruit grow. It's like, whew, zoom. Where do we go? You don't want to hear about
You
okay.
Are you with us? Are you with us, David? Okay. Start all over again. I didn't hear anything you just said.
Okay.
Can we hear you, Dave? Yeah. You coming in and out? Family and community? Let's see if we can take a commercial break, Jamal, and today we can see what's going on with where he is.
Okay.
And then
I think
you
I got
back?
the phone working now. Yep.
You think you got it working there? Okay.
Yeah,
Go
we got
ahead,
it
Dave.
going.
Yeah, so I got an email that said, you always have David on, and he's an astrologer, and he's be talking, but we don't know much about him. We don't know what kind of astrology he practices and is all this and all of that. So just give us a brief introduction of yourself, David, and what you do at the Institute of Spiritual Enlightenment, and then come in and talk to us about where we in, a new moon or the first moon, or
Yeah, it's a new moon.
it's a new moon
Aquarius.
in Aquarius. Okay.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about the type of astrologer that you are, David.
Okay, I've been practicing studying astrology for about 4 decades now. And I started off doing the regular tropical astrology, what people look at as it's popular, uh, a band of stars, planets around planet Earth. And it tells you, mainly it starts with your sun sign and breaks it all down. I practice astrology is a real deep subject. And so it's difficult to give you pinpoint on the type of astrology it is because you have to take it all in. And it's really just having a conversation about who you are from a cosmos perspective. It's like people think that they're from planet Earth, and that's half true, but the study of the stars is really a wisdom, an esoteric initiation into who you really are and where you come from, why you're here, what you're about. And when I have a conversation with somebody, I don't bring a lot of astrological terms in. I'm talking about them, who they really are, from the experiences that they have. And to me, that's what astrology really is. And it's a conversation that's pretty parallel along the lines that you talk. It's like getting a new perspective, a fresh paradigms, because you've been listening to somebody else tell you who you are according to what they want you to be, as opposed to looking at your own experiences and then working from that. So that's pretty much the base of what my astrology or the perspective that I have on astrology is. Mm-hmm. And I use the planets and the stars and all of that stuff to give me points of reference to ask my questions to a person, because I really don't like to talk that much. I like to hear them, hear what they have to say, because from the questions that I ask them, they get a whole different perspective that they usually I hear. If I had a penny for every time I heard, oh, I never looked at it like that.
We both be rich.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Whew. I said, let's start looking at it like that. And they say it's different, it's fresh, and that's what this new moon is about. You know, new moons are usually a little bit more subtle and not as dramatic as the full moons, but they're no less powerful in the impact that they can have if you're willing to work with them. And this new moon in Aquarius, it's like everything that you were talking about at the beginning of the show up until about 10 minutes ago. It's about setting your intentions, and you can wonder, where do your intentions come from, where your ideas come from. You have to set aside a time, you know, to get away from everybody else. Turn off the phone, turn off the television. Don't entertain anybody else. This is your time to be quiet. And in that quiet time, inspirations can come to you. That's what this whole new moon is about. It's like if you saw the movie Star Wars, poof, it's about the future right now. What is it that you really want to happen? You know, what is it that you're looking for? Are you prepared to work to get that, to do whatever it takes? Because this new moon is set up just for you changing everything. We've been struggling. There's an aspect, Pluto and Uranus have been square for a few years now. And it's like two powerful people arguing with one another, and they can't get anywhere because there's a deadlock. If somebody else comes into that conversation, now they have another perspective to take away from the 2=0 equation that's going on. But with this new moon, there's about 4 other participants that have come to join the conversation and say, well, if you just say what you want, set your intention on that, get ready for a miracle, because it can happen. This is the time for it to happen, but you have to set your intention first. And how do you set your intention? You go someplace, get quiet, real quiet. Stop even your thinking. And this is primarily, you know, it's my favorite thing. It's a mental thing. It's about thinking. It's about thoughts. Your feelings don't even come into play with this one. It's like, it doesn't matter how I feel, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to find out what it takes, make that plan, and then go for it. Yes, there are going to be challenges there. Yes, you're going to have some kind of old fear that says, if you do that, last time you did that, you got your fingers burned. Wipe the slate clean. That's what all the planets are lined up to do this time, and they're asking you, what is it that you want? You can demand it right now, but not just from the cosmos. You're demanding it from yourself. because we've been too lethargic. We're not taking the steps. You now have the insight to do it. What are you waiting for? Let's go. Fire ahead, full speed ahead. The planets that are lined up, Venus just went direct. It's been retrograde for about 6 weeks. Mm-hmm. So the thing that people call their love life is probably a mess. Then looking at it and say, what can I do to change this? I said, you know what you can do. You've been reviewing it for the last 6 weeks. You know what's wrong. Why you keep looking away? Certain things have to be addressed. And this is just not with the romantic relationships. This has to do a lot with values, which include finance. Everybody thinks that there's a shortage on finance. There's no shortage at all. It's all in your head, the things that you were talking about first. Mm-hmm. If you think that, whatever you think, that's what it's going to be. If you say there's a shortage of cash, trust me, you're not going to have it. It's not going to be there for you.
And I'm sure we're working. People are flipping that switch right now because it seems so real, and that's what's so challenging right now. Is this shift in this economics, but this money that is not what it looks like. Family, I'm telling myself that every day. Go ahead, David.
For real, it's not even close to what it looks like. It's like the vaults are so full they're overflowing, and the people that know about it are taking advantage of it. They're not feeling any pinch. They're smiling all the way to the bank and back. And I said, how am I supposed to believe that? You get to choose to believe whatever you want. You know, you don't have to listen to anybody else, including me at this. We want you to take a look yourself and see what's really happening. Mm-hmm. I said, it takes money. It takes money to fight a war, and people are fighting all over the planet. You can't fight a war for free. Mm-hmm. You know, those troops want to get paid. You need fuel. You need ammunition. You need all those kind of supplies. That stuff costs money. Where is it coming from? It's out there. Mm-hmm. It's out there. Now, but the thing is, what do you want to do? You're acting like somebody else has control over the situation. And the system is set up to look that way. And we're part of the system. So we're the ones that set the system up to look that way. We don't have to be looking at anybody else.
Oh, no, you didn't say that. Yes, you did say that. Go ahead, Dave.
We are the ones, we like to say it up at ISE, we're the ones we've been waiting for all this time. So don't be looking for the cavalry to come charging over the hill, you know, and the religious people. Buddha said he ain't coming back. People misunderstood Yeshua in the way that he said he was coming back. So there's no cavalry coming to save us. The whole universe cosmos is waiting for us to stand up, set our intention, and watch the miracle happen. Because it's a very little thing that makes a big change. And that's what this new moon is bringing the energy for. It says, you've been looking at this thing that way for how long? And you see that it doesn't work. Why are you persisting in that? Just change your perspective 1 degree. Look a little to the left, a little to the right, up or down. Just look someplace different. Any place. Yeah. And watch what happens. Because the universe is waiting for you. They said, let's go. It's time. And you're the one that gets to make the call. Boom.
Yeah. Boom. So you are your own salvation.
So Mercury it's interesting. Venus just came out of retrograde, right? So now they say, get your relationship act together, stop playing games, and stop trying to get around things that are right there for looking in your face and acting like they're not there. Mercury is going to go retrograde in 2 days. So they said, oh, you got your values together? Fine. Let's get your mind straight now. You've been running around chasing where should I go? I'm all over the place. Mercury's going to give you time to get your mind settled down. And right after that, Mercury goes direct at the end of the month of this month. Mars is going to go retrograde in March. So it'll say it'll be a time not to be doing a lot of things. You know, you have to look at the whole cosmos is giving us opportunity to look at this is what you've done. This is how you've made this mess. And it's not a bad mess, it's just a mess. And you can straighten it up any time that you want to, but you have to take the time to look at it. And you haven't been looking at it, you've been acting like you had to do all these things, and so the cosmos is going to cooperate with you and says, okay, we're going to put this on hold for a minute. But you still have to do the work. You can't act like, ooh, the pressure's off, I can do whatever I want.
Oh,
and
yeah.
The truth is you can't do what you want, but you know what needs to be done. You know what the priority is. And the priority says, do the work and watch what happens. That's where the planets are now. You know, the fight's on against the system, against the individual. We've been battling with that, and everybody says, they're against me, they're holding me down, they got me locked up, they took my money, they're making me pay this. And I said, this is all your creation.
Right. They haven't done anything. You are the creator of it all.
Yeah, there ain't no they.
Ain't no they, is you.
It's
You
just
created
us.
so you can shift that energy within yourself. And that's what we have to accept. So basically, I think what we're saying is that people give more power to external than they do themselves within themselves. And we have to begin now to trust that we know what we know that we know, even though we think we don't know it. You feel it. You know it intuitively that it's time to make a change for yourself, to let go of these old paradigms, these old beliefs and things that don't serve you well. That's what we were talking about, even with where I'm at with healthcare. It's not serving you to want to be sick and go through what you're going through. You're not happy.
Mm-mm.
You're not really happy. That check you may be getting don't make you happy.
Not a bit.
Not a bit.
What do you
that's
trust
a good
it?
one.
What do you trust?
Man. Oh, I'm live.
It's okay. But I tell you, David, there's so much going on. I guess you've been talking, David, but you're not on Skype, and I got so many comments coming back and forth. I can't even read them. I can't even go back and tell you what they were saying.
Don't read that. Don't read that.
I can't even go back and tell you what they're saying out here. But they all chiming into what you're saying and what you're saying to everybody. Then, David, how does this double moon that we just had time to this new moon right now? Because I think it was kind of like saying the same thing. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like it's interesting that I guess they can call it a black moon, and
black moon. Yeah,
we'll love that since that's who the people look at us as, and it's like a shadow that is a veil that makes things hard to see. But you have to lift the veil. That's part of our work. But people said, "Well, I've been told I'm not supposed to touch that," and I said, well, do you remember who told you that? I don't know.
We don't know why we doing what we doing. It's a sub program that means you can let it go.
There it
Exactly.
is. I said, where are they now? Are they anywhere around? I said, how long ago was that you heard that message? I said, times have changed. Just a tip. You might want to look.
Yeah.
I said, just take a look and see what's happening.
Yeah. People
they
upgrade
surprised.
everything. They upgrade and go to the latest with everything. But why do we want to hold on to the same mindset, the same belief system, the same information that's been put out there? Information is changing and growing and coming every day. And we want to keep ourselves locked down here. Why do we feel it's safe down there? Why do we want to just stay right there in this box?
You know, I don't think that we feel safe because the conversation I hear from people, they are anything but feeling safe, but they do feel it's very familiar to them. Mm-hmm. And that familiarity seems to be, people put the equal sign to what you just said. It's something that I know, and you're talking about something I don't know. And I said, well, if you lifted the veil, you might be surprised at what you think you don't know. I said, but you got to lift the veil. Mm-hmm. I said, if I do that, what will happen? I said, you're looking for a guarantee. Mm-hmm. I said, what is that about? Mm-hmm. I said, you don't get a guarantee on anything else. You go out, you buy a car from somebody, and they don't give you a guarantee. You get a lemon, and you start, doing your thing, trying to get your money back, but there was no guarantee on that. Mm-hmm. If you go into a relationship, and there's no guarantee that they have these things called prenuptials that are supposed to protect you, but if you have to do that, then why are you even trying to get with that person?
Wow.
You
I
know,
They
got
have.
some. Can I say something about that? I
Mm-hmm. Go
need
ahead, Ray.
to address something because I had a client today and they said that the only way they would experience joy is when they get engaged. And I say, what? That's not joy. So, David, can you dwell on that one? What is
if they,
joy?
oh, I thought you were going to go to the engagement thing. I said, well, joy is something that the individual is going to have to define for themselves, because I can tell you what joy is for me, but that might not resonate with you. And if I was talking to, a client of mine and they brought up that example, I would ask them about what the engagement meant to them first, because since I don't resonate with what they're saying, just like doctor doesn't resonate with disease, you have to get them to define it so they can see what they think they're thinking is not what they said. And until you can get them to do that, until you get them to see that they're not even living with this coming out of their mouth because they don't listen to themselves,
Mm-hmm.
we have to have a conversation that will hold up a mirror so
Mm-hmm.
they can recognize that's not who I am.
Right.
See?
Right.
And I really don't know what I'm talking about, but now that I don't know what I'm talking about, I can look and see there's something real there, though. Since they have a word joy, they have some kind of paradigm that connects to that, but they've never really looked at it. And that's our job, as light workers or whatever you want to call us, is just to get them to be aware this is who you are. You have an inkling, but you just won't look at it.
Right.
Okay?
That's why. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Go ahead, David. Yeah.
Have that conversation. And that's with the new moon symbol. I don't know if I can't even remember if I said it yet. It's silent moments that a new inspiration comes to you. You have to be quiet. You
Quiet.
have to make a time to be quiet so you can hear what's going on inside of you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
To just be going and going and going and going. You say, I got to
Like
get this
the
done.
like the ever ready bunny. You don't. No, you don't have to let society dictate to you. People say, "Well, I don't have time to do this. I can't. I gotta do this." You are the creator of it all. You are in control, and you don't gotta do it all like that. And that's why when I say mental observation view is essential for your success, you must stop, be still, take a map, mental adjustment period. Be still. Look. Talk to yourself. Be still. Look at your life. You can bring that picture right in front of you. And man, when you look at it and you see little dents and curves in it, and all you can do is just say, thank yourself and smile, like I do over my journey. I've been going over my journey for the past 2 years now, and I have to look at certain things and things I've done, and I don't see them as a complaint or something. I look at that and I say, wow, I created that. Now, what did I create that for? I'm looking to find the joy in that, the message in that. We don't have to look at things, just keep beating it down negatively. You did it. You brought it to your life for a reason, to give you something, to teach you something, to help you move forward. So we need to embrace these things. And we all have to now take this moment to be still, stiller than we ever have been before. And those that are conscious that have been doing this, you still need to be still and become more consciously aware, because you could be stuck in a man-made mindset of consciousness and not the true
They definitely,
consciousness of life.
they're definitely stuck. There's no could be. All
Oh,
of
well,
us are
I'm
stuck.
being nice.
Hey, Dr. K, Dr. Karen, I was talking to a friend of mine, my very best friend today, and he showed me in no uncertain terms that we were definitely stuck. And I said, okay. And then he said just what you just said. He said, but he would like to say that to a person nicely. And I'm thinking, I've been saying it to people nice for decades now. And I said, it's not working. So this new direction of the new moon, I'm just going to say it. I said, this is what's happening in your life, yes or no. I said, do you want it to continue or not? And if you don't want to continue, you got to stop this soft-selling stuff, because that soft-selling stuff don't work.
Yeah.
It's kept us in this lockdown position.
Yeah.
Let's just look and see what it is, because what you just said before you made that statement. This walk that you're on is a wonderful walk, even if you see the things that, why the heck did I do that? What am I trying to teach myself? You can stop with that question and just look because it's right there. It's right there in front of you. I'm the love. Rachel, what you said, what is joy? It's that terrible, it's that terrible thing that you bought that you don't understand. And you won't take the time to get to understand it because you're so busy dissing it. That's what we have to give back to the people that are coming to us as clients. I said, you denigrated something that is wonderful and powerful in your life, and you won't give it a chance to grow. You beating it down.
Yep.
I said, at least look at it to see what it is before you start calling it all those names.
Yeah, and don't do that. You created it. You brought it to yourself for a reason. That's what we don't know about. That's why I love JC and what he has to say about our choices are gifts. Our challenges are gifts. Those are choices that we made, and we need to embrace them and not just see it as so negative. It's a good thing. Everything that we're creating is a good thing. It's to help us to know that we know what we know, that we know who we are. And so,
Aquarius is about quirky things.
Aquarius or quirky things?
Quirky things. People don't understand them. They said, that is weird. I said, take another look at it. I said, it's something.
It's weird.
Something that you're so familiar with it that you have rejected it.
Yeah.
It scares you so much that it has so much power to you. You scared to even think about how good could that be.
That's what
you won't even go close to it, and it's vibrating and says, "Come on, take me along, take me along."
Yeah.
And you're saying, "No, you're too strange. What will people think?"
What would people think if I stopped taking drugs? What would people think if I don't believe I have a disease? What would people think? They would think the same thing they've been saying to me for the past 20 years. So I want to remind everybody that you are tuned into Heart to Heart, Healthy Living with Dr. K. My friends in the chat room tonight is Rachel Pope from Waldorf, Maryland with Blessings Flow Empire. She got the caboose of the train. Give her a call. She'll bring you on board. We'll tell you a story. We'll invite you on the show. Our guest is David-Foulks. He comes on once a month and bring us in tune with the cosmos, which is who you really are, this light, energetic being that you are. We're going to take a commercial break, and we're going to come back and wrap this show up for you, family and community. We love you. Is it time for a new approach to your health care? Are you ready to leave the dark ages of disease care management and pharmaceuticals? If your answer is yes, get ready to relearn, rethink, and rewrite your personal healthcare prescription plan with Dr. K. She is a certified lenthologist and Nest healthcare provider, sharing the new science of information as medicine and cellular ecology. Did you know that the field of epigenetics states that you are more than just your genes, and those genes do not control your biology? Yes, that's correct. Schedule a Skype, phone, or office visit with Dr. K and get on board the friendship train to healthcare freedom. 202-248-7749. That's 202-248-7749. Visit us on the web, forselllife.com. The number 4, the words cell, CELLLIFE.com. To step up to informational medicine. So give me a call if you're ready to let go of disease thinking and disease care. I am a Nest Provision bioenergetic provider, and you can go to Nest Health, NESHEALTH, Nest Health, and look at the new paradigm in healthcare. How it's all about letting you see exactly what you have trained your body to do. Looking at all the fields in your body, the information fields, the energy fields, and bringing it all together for you to see and be aware of how energetically and informationally, consciously your body is performing. I love Nest. I love what it does. It takes me out of the picture, takes you out of the picture. It even takes the biochemistry out of the picture and let you see who you are. But it also will bring it back down to the biochemical level of your human being and let you know what to do. So remember that your consciousness is the governing factor of your biological body. But there are rules that governs this physical body. Like we got to eat certain things. We have to do certain things in order for this physical body to be here as long as we want it to be here. As long as you want it to be here. Can I say that again? As long as you want it to be here.
Amen.
That's what we're talking. Ashe. I want to remind you that next week on February 11th, we will start at 7 o'clock. We're having a special broadcast because we're bringing on Ty Gray Ill, the minister of poetry. He is also the founder of Breath of Life Ancestors. Breath of Life Ancestors. I don't have the sheet in front of me right now. I forgot the name of it. Breath of Life. Breath of My Ancestors. Yes. You all know him from the poem A Black Woman's Smile. He's going to be coming on, and we're going to be talking about young men's health and through the spoken word as well as through conversation. He has a repertoire of poems and theatrical poetry that can assist us with making shift. My focus this year is going to be on male health, supporting our brothers to assist them with stepping up and taking better care of themselves. Definitely after working with this family, with this young man that I've been working with that's 14 years old, we want to stop this paradigm that's happening with our young African-American men. And so my focus this year is to support male health even more and even stronger. So David, before we leave, the one thing that people need to consider during this full moon that can help them raise their vibration and make this shift, we know they need to be still. We know they need to breathe, but what other words would you like for them to consider?
In the stillness, hear the inspiration that comes down, because the world is a riddle and you are its solution. When you realize that, you'll see where the information comes from. The older people that listen in, they already have asked this question: where do I come from? What am I here for? You know, what's my purpose? The younger people, you're going to ask that question sometime in your life, and you can wait or you can do it now. But you got to be quiet to listen, because there's a greater power that lives in you that takes you to the place that Dr. Karen's talking about all the time. It has to take you there when you get quiet. The challenge is, will you be disciplined enough to be quiet? I know you can do it, but it takes a minute. You got to do the work.
Yeah, and you know when you're doing it, because it's nothing like you've ever thought, and you might just never had that thought before.
Exactly.
And then you know you're on your way. Yeah.
Boom.
Boom.
When that rock starts rolling, people better get out their way.
He is so right.
Rachel, how you want to end the show tonight?
I want to end it with the people pertaining to let peace rules, like I said before, because peace don't dwell in strife, irritations, and upset things in your life. You need to learn to really try hard and change that mindset like we were talking about, and receive a quiet guidance, if you want to call it Holy Spirit, the inner being, or whatever it is. But be still and listen for the instruction. Go out there and make that communication, that relationship with your inner being, and just communicate with it. And get to know who you really are inside. It's very powerful. And ask for clarity while you're at it, so you can see and receive it and follow through what your path really is.
Woo woo. Telling it. And the way that we're going to assist you with that is I'm doing a conference call workshop as well as live workshops. And the tour is called It's Not What It Looked Like. And we're working with a book from JC. So I invite you. You can contact me to order that book, or you can go to the Healing Center and as well as to purchase it from them. And then join us on our conference call line. It's going to be coming up, because we want to help you to make the shift into doing something different. Because even when you see those lower vibrations, they were a gift to you. Don't beat yourself up and don't try to push them down. Honor them, accept them, bring them in, have gratitude for it, and move forward. So again, tune in next week. We're going to have a great show. We're starting at 7 o'clock p.m. with Brother Ty Gray Ill, and we're going to have a great time. And family community, Heart to Heart Healthy Living is all about raising your vibration to the truth of who you are and taking control of your life. We know that we have been a blessing to you, and we thank you for tuning in, and we thank you for sharing with other people to tune in. And we look forward to seeing you at this year's Emancipate Yourself from Medical Mental Slavery Day celebration. And thank you so much for tuning in and sharing with us. We do appreciate you. Life is consciousness, and healing is a function of consciousness. So take the time and to be still and have gratitude for where you are. Peace and love. Heart to Heart Healthy Living. Thank you, David.
Peace, lady love.
Thank you, Rachel.
Ashe, my sister.
Thank you, Jamal. Thank you, family, for tuning in. And be happy and come get on board our friendship train.
It's the key, my sisters and brothers. Oh, yes, it is. I said, harmony is the key, my sisters and brothers. Before we can't wait, 'cause another day might be today. Come on, get on the friendship train. Everybody, take a hand, take a hand.
Greetings, family. We had a great time today on Heart to Heart Healthy Living with Dr. K. Thank you so much for tuning in, getting happy, getting healthier. So we invite you to tune in next Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on Inner Life Radio, the healing frequency. It is time to get happy, to be healthy, and live the life that you want to live. Tune in again next week, Heart to Heart Healthy Living with Dr. K. And we also invite you to tune into the Saging Baby Boomer Show with Mama Ayo Handy Kendi. That's every Thursday at 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, right here on InnerLightRadio.com, the healing frequency. It's all about love, family, and community. Love is all there is, and we are one.